From Peoria, Videomax Limited presents Midstate Magazine with your hosts, Christina Colosimo and Jennifer French. Your news anchors, Jewel Jones and Shira Steer. Sports with Cody Brutlag. Your news interviewer, Rachel Seacrest. And the Midstate News Team. Get Real with Darian Clay. About Town with Courtney Shattuck. Let's Eat with Sherry Ellis. And In the Spotlight with our own Sandra Hollywood Hall. Street Team is with Daniel Shore, and State of the Arts features Matt Seneca. Our hosts, Christina Colosimo and Jen French, now welcome you to Midstate Magazine. Take it away, kids.
Hi, and welcome to Midstate Magazine this week. I know that this week's theme is Daredevil stunts, so we were just kind of looking up some Daredevil things, and I heard on the West Coast that a couple of teenagers, daredeviling may not be like the best idea because one guy was like drifting his car, and what drifting means is when you're spinning the tires so fast that the tires lose adhesion on the cement, so it's like you're just kind of going everywhere. Like think of drifting in the snow, but not really. And his friend actually like was just skateboarding or something on the side and lost his leg, and so I know that's really.
That's intense.
So just to our viewers out there.
So apparently don't drift.
Don't drift, and don't have your friend walk next to you while you're drifting.
That's unbelievably intense. That's really intense. Well, I'm being a daredevil and I'm not wearing my boot today.
Yeah, that's another daredevil thing. So I know that are you going to see the doctor this?
Yeah, I get to see the doctor this week. I'm so excited. I just want to be done with this whole broken foot process. And I wish I was a daredevil and I had a cool story, you know? Like,
why?
That I broke my foot because I was, you know, jumping off a cliff and I landed funny. Right?
You can make that up.
I know.
You could probably.
I know. Do you consider yourself a daredevil?
No, because I'm just not. Like the most daredevil thing I do is eat raw fish or eat my mom's cooking when I don't know what she made. Just I guess that's
considered a daredevil. I would consider that a daredevil.
Like Fear Factor.
See,
but you can't die from that stuff.
Do they still make that show? Oh, I can't eat weird food. This is why I'm not a daredevil. I'm afraid of heights. I mean, I still do things that are worthy of, you know, I still go skiing and stuff like that, but I hate heights. I hate heights. I'm freakishly afraid of heights. I don't know if anybody in news is afraid of heights, but let's see what they have to say this week.
Thanks, Jen and Christina. Good evening. I'm Tierney Modulin.
And I'm Jewel Jones, and now for a look at the news.
There's a new organization in Peoria aimed to help out locals with their groceries. With hard times hitting many people nationally, this organization has been an angel for some.
Here at the Pentecostal Church of Peoria, Angel Food Services offers a monthly program of restaurant quality food to members throughout the community.
Angel Food, what they do, again, they provide low-cost quality food, you know, for any type of an individual. One of the good things is you do not have to qualify for this program. Everybody's eligible for it. And with the cost of gas going up, you know, on a continuous basis, obviously food is an essential need that everybody's going to need. And if you go to the grocery store, everything's picking up. The cost is going up, and the cost of Angel Food has not gone up. You know, it's $30 for a regular unit. So this is a way that we can interact, you know, and meet other people in our community, and also provide them a service that we need on a daily basis because we all need to eat. So
the exciting thing for me is that it's an opportunity for us to touch the community that is right around our church here. We are in the 61605 area code, which is one of the, per capita, it is one of the poorest neighborhoods in the United States.
Sounds like a winner. The Pentecostal Church of Peoria and Angel Food Services have come together to service members throughout the community. Anyone who is in need of food can come. For Midstate Magazine, I'm Ashley Edlin.
Illinois ranks 6th in the nation in the total number of jobs lost due to U.S. unfair trade policies. According to a new report by the Economic Policy Institute, Illinois has lost 268,000 6,800 jobs in 2007. The report states that unfair trade practices of many U.S. trading partners, especially the distortion of exchange rates by China and other Asian governments, contribute to the nation's trade deficit and drain jobs, mainly in manufacturing sectors.
October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. The Susan G. Komen Breast Center is an affiliate of OSF St. Francis in Peoria. There are hundreds of walks and fundraisers held each year for the Susan G. Komen Foundation. Susan G. Komen was a Peoria native who fought breast cancer for 3 years. The Komen Center was founded in 1990, and its primary goals are to encourage early diagnosis of breast cancer and to educate breast self-examination. Many events were held throughout the month of October to help spread the word. In November, the Komen Center will be holding another event open to the public. For more information, to set up an appointment or find out how to help, contact the Susan G. Komen Breast Center at 309-683-509.
On Saturday, October 11th, we visited a Walk for Remembrance and Hope, otherwise known as SHARE, a national fundraising organization that holds a 1-mile walk in the memory of babies who have died due to miscarriages, early infant death, and/or stillbirth.
We've brought the Share Walk to the Peoria area for the past 4 years. We've been doing it down here on the beautiful riverfront.
They do have a national walk in St. Louis, but they like to have these sort of satellite walks so that those of us in these smaller areas can have our own and our families have a place to go.
Music entertainment was provided by a group called Leaven, from the Bread of Life Church. Now all the money goes to SHARE, whose mission is to provide materials and help families who have gone through a tragic loss. To find out more information or to volunteer, you can contact the National SHARE Office's website at www.nationshareoffice.com.
The economic crash is also felt in the entertainment industry here in Central Illinois. 2 Peoria radio stations, WOAM and the oldie station WPJM, shut down for good at the end of a broadcast late October 9th. The owner, Bob Kelly, said that increasing operating expenses had created a shortage of funds and that today's economic crisis made it impossible to obtain refinancing. WOAM included the popular Royce and Rogers show.
Recently, the McLean County Museum of History has added a new exhibit. The Unconquerable Photos and History of the Kickapoo Indians was added late this summer. It features photos dated back to 1906 of the descendants of the McLean County's Prairie Kickapoo. The exhibit will take you through their way of life, moving across the prairie, early interaction with settlers, and their exclusion of reservations. This exhibit will run through June of 2009.
And now let's take a look at sports with Cody Brutlag.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to sports. Peoria sports fans and Peoria movie fans were in for a real treat last week. The Long Green Line, a special high school sports documentary, played in Peoria's Willow Knolls theaters on Wednesday and Thursday, October 15th and 16th at 7 p.m. The Long Green Line is a much heralded documentary which chronicles the York High School Dukes 2005 cross-country season, a season that ended at the Illinois State Finals in Peoria. The star of the documentary is York's legendary coach, Joe Newton. Peoria's Sean Stever is the man who brought the movie to Peoria. All proceeds went to Illinois Valley Striders. Watch the video story to hear why Sean Stever brought the movie to town. And the Fighting Illini World's biggest basketball practice Saturday was a big hit with the biggest target audience, the future Fighting Illini. Illinois' current and potential future recruits loved the basketball practice at Memorial Stadium Saturday. The Illini football-basketball doubleheader Saturday attracted 6 recruits who have already committed to several other players. Several of the top other players in the state included Bloomington Central Catholic's Hayden Horderman, and he also attended. Hayden gets extra credit since he scored a goal in Bloomington Central Catholic's soccer game early Saturday, then attended the Illini game and still made it to BCC's homecoming dance Saturday night. Tidbits Mercantile, a southwestern gift shop located at 703 West Mount Vernon and Route 116 in Metamora, will be hosting a fundraiser for HARPS, the Hooved Animal Rescue Protection Society, on Saturday, October 25th from 11 a.m. until 6 p.m. A couple of the items that Tidbits will be raffling off will be a horse mailbox and an overnight stay at the Paradise Hotel and Casino with a choice of breakfast, lunch, or dinner for 2 from the buffet. All proceeds from the raffles will go to Harps. Tidbits will also donate 10% of all sales that day to Harps. Anyone wishing to donate items to raffle, please contact Charlotte or Sonia at 309-367-4575. All right, and now here's your sports trivia for this week. What athlete appeared on the cover of Sports Illustrated a record 49 times? A. Jack Nicklaus, B. Michael Jordan, C. Muhammad Ali, or D. Magic Johnson? The answer is B. Michael Jordan, of course. He appeared on the cover of Sports Illustrated exactly 49 times. That's all for sports. Tierney?
Oddly enough, USA Today reports a father from Elizabethton, Tennessee named his baby daughter Sarah McCain Palin to raise awareness for the campaign. The father said, "I took one for the cause because I can't give a lot of financial support for the McCain Palin campaign. I do have a sign up in my yard, but I can do very little."
That's all for news tonight. I'm Jewel Jones.
Hope to see you back here next week. I'm Tierney Modulin.
And I'm Cody Brutlog. Have a good evening.
Thanks, News. Speaking of taking one for the cause because you don't have enough money to donate to a campaign, our show this week is Daredevils, and
Yes.
we were just talking about Jackie Chan earlier, and I know Jackie Chan, he's probably just loaded. He's got a lot of money, so he probably doesn't hire stunt doubles because, does that make sense?
He does not hire stunt double. Okay.
Not because of money, but just because of fun. But why not to just
do his own stunts?
to do his own stunts, but why not just to save money?
I heard he breaks his nose like every time he films a movie. Like he's broken his nose like 25 times. I just made that up. That's not a fact. But I heard he breaks his nose all the time.
It must be true if it's on the internet. But I know one of his stunts that he was in an atrium and he tried to like get to his villain like via pole.
Okay.
Like I don't know, whatever. But the pole was covered in Christmas lights. So he is like at the top of the atrium looking,
and unfortunately, I'm not sure if Jackie Chan is in our next movie, but let's see what we have this week in Get Real.
Yep.
Hey, what's up everybody out there in the Peoria area? This is Darian Clay and this is Get Real. In August of 1997, the death of Princess Diana shook the world beyond belief. But it was the relationship between the Queen and the incoming Prime Minister Tony Blair that caused even more problems, as the two sides had different opinions on how Diana's death should be handled publicly. The crisis from their perspective is played out in the movie The Queen. Academy Award winner Helen Mirren portrays Queen Elizabeth II.
Good evening, ma'am. I'm sorry to disturb, but it's the Princess of Wales.
Why? What's she done now?
Diana, Princess of Wales, has died after a car crash in Paris.
Princess Diana touched the lives of so many others. She was the people's princess.
Diana's no longer a member of the royal family.
What are you talking about?
Charles, this is a private matter. We do things in this country quietly, with dignity.
Will someone please save these people from themselves?
Michael Sheen plays Prime Minister Blair, who is struggling to prove himself to the British people and the Queen throughout the ordeal.
The Prime Minister for you, ma'am.
You've seen today's papers. 70% of people believe that your actions have damaged the monarchy.
What would you suggest, Prime Minister? Some kind of a statement?
The moment for statements has passed.
When you no longer understand your people, maybe it is time to hand it over to the next generation.
The Queen is now available on DVD. That's been all for Get Real for today. And as always, for Midstate Magazine, I'm Darian Clay.
Thanks, Darian. Wow, that's definitely a must-see that we should look at. The Queen.
It's very good. It's very good. I can vouch for that. I can vouch for that. Now, I was saying earlier, the whole Daredevil thing, I hate heights. I hate it. I hate them. I hate them. Last week, Nick Wallenda of the Wallenda family, they're big into circus, and last week on the Today Show, he broke a world record, right? He's suspended in the air, like 1 million feet in the air.
Yeah, I heard about that, like cranes.
A million feet in the air, yes.
Okay.
I made that up, okay. And he walked the tightrope across one way and rode on a bike the other way. No net, no wires, nothing. He did it all in the air and he didn't die. He broke the world record. Even, they had the little Guinness Book people, It was absolutely insane. I'm not sure that I could do it, but
I bet Sandra could.
I bet she could too. So here's In the Spotlight with Sandra Hollywood Hall.
Hello, welcome to In the Spotlight with me, Sandra Hollywood Hall. This week, I'm checking out the latest and leading women in the musical arts. The superwoman of soul and voice, Alicia Keys, has certainly paved the way of her very successful music career. She's an American R&B singer and songwriter. She has sold over 30 million albums worldwide and has won numerous awards. Some of the awards include 11 Grammys and 17 Billboard Music Awards. Speaking of awards, Alicia Keys leads the nominees for the 2008 American Music Awards with 5 nominations, including Artist of the Year. Stay tuned for the results. Until then, you can check her out in theaters near you in her new movie co-starring with Dakota Fanning, Queen Latifah, and Jennifer Hudson in Secret Life of Bees. Dancing on over to the R&B Princess Ciara, who will be honored among other women at Billboard's 3rd annual Women in Music Breakfast held this Friday in New York City. This phenomenal young woman is a Grammy Award-winning American singer, dancer, and soon-to-be fashion designer. Ciara made her debut in the summer of 2004 with the Billboard #1 single, Goodies. It produced 3 top 2 singles on the Billboard Hot 100 and earned various awards and nominations. I must say, these are some of the most recognized women in the music world. There are plenty more out there, and you could be one of those lucky ones. That's all the time I have today. I'm Sandra Hollywood Hall, and as always, you can count on me to keep you in the know within the spotlight.
Thanks, Sandra, with In the Spotlight. So speaking of heights, as you were talking about earlier, I read, I know this isn't the same as riding a bike across a tightrope, but I think according to a UK source, this guy jumped from like a 35-foot, I don't know if it was a diving board or just a plank, into a 12-inch kiddie pool. That's just not crazy.
Okay, this is what I want to know. This is what I want to know. Are these people like sitting around one day and at dinner, they're like, right, this meatloaf is good. Okay, you know, I think I'm just gonna jump off a plank
because vegetarians don't
right
do daredevil stunts. Exactly. They're eating meatloaf.
That's absolutely insane. That is absolutely out of this world.
There's like cushioning and beneath it because there's like kiddie pool. I don't know, probably. I think it was just for shock effect.
I mean, well, clearly it was for shock effect. Let's see what we have for shock effect today in Street Team.
Welcome to Street Team. You're just in time for Midstate Magazine's Geography Bee. I'm all decked out in my geographical colors, and today we're going to put Peorians to the test to find out who's the best with some of our toughest geographical trivia questions. All right, there's a theory that at one time, all the continents were connected as one large landmass. What's the name of that landmass?
Earth. Dinosaur world.
Begins with a P.
Pangea.
What's the capital of Illinois?
Springfield.
Springfield.
Springfield, Illinois.
I don't remember, man. It's Chicago?
What ocean is on the east coast of the United States?
Dude, that's the Pacific.
Gulf of Mexico.
Pacific Ocean.
Guess I should have my coffee first. I don't remember.
How many time zones are there?
30.
Let's say 10.
It's 3.
24.
Well, that does it for this week's edition of Street Team. For Midstate Magazine, I'm Daniel Shore.
Thanks, Daniel. That was actually pretty funny as far as just not knowing
where you are. Illinois.
Chicago. Might as well be. But actually, speaking of just bizarre things, I also read that this guy on the West Coast, like Oregon, Washington, that area, like just lights himself on fire. Not literally, but just he covers his body in pyrotechnics and just lights him on fire, and he's just running around. He just runs. He's not a vegetarian either, apparently, because he likes risks.
And for a surprise for everyone today, Jennifer's lighting herself on fire. Woo! Oh my word!
But I know that what was the circus that he used to call it? It was like Cirque de Flambe or something like that.
Instead of Cirque du Soleil.
Instead of Cirque du Soleil.
That is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, you hear of the stunts like this, and I honestly cannot even wrap my head around that. I really can't. So here today are some things I really can't wrap my head around. Are career tips.
Are you a risk taker? What does it mean to take risk? Well, understand there's a big difference between taking a risk and being foolhardy. Don't quit a job until you have another one. But at the same time, know that when you graduate, you'll be working 50 years before you retire. And you do have a chance to do a few different things in life. And know, in U.S. society, you probably won't stay with the same employer for your entire career. Though at the same time, if you find a company you like and you can stay there, well, that's just fine too. But think about taking risk. More importantly, think about things you've already done. And in that employment interview, when someone says to you, so, tell me an example of a risk you've taken in life. Think about what the risk might be. And think about how that fits in with your current job search, because part of what you want to do is to be able to sell yourself. That, after all, is what the ultimate goal of the job interview is. You get there, you've submitted good paperwork, they're happy with you, they want to talk with you further. But at that point, for them, it's kind of like shopping for a new car. There are lots of models out there. They're all, though, in many respects, about the same. One might cost a little bit more, one might cost a little bit less. But know that you've got to figure out how to demonstrate to them that you're the right person for them, because just as we talk about risk-taking on your part, there's an element of risk-taking that they do as well.
Thanks, Dr. Pitts, with career tips. I know that he was taking just don't take risks. Was that what he was telling us? To keep your job and not quit it before you get hired for a new one. But that just makes me think of not quitting your day job and just, do you see some of the game shows on Spike TV with like the foreign game shows, and they're just running on giant inflatable balls and they're all Japanese?
So embarrassing. And at the same time, it's so embarrassing. Actually, I think that over the summer when TV kind of goes a little, you know, they did, I think ABC was the one that did kind of spin-offs of those Japanese game shows. So they did things like, I mean, just like crazy things. They had, you know, people running on water. I understand that can't really
running
happen.
in water. Well, because they have the little like inflatable pillow things on. It's like boot camp except with colors and masks.
Yes,
so
it's that's a true story. Let's see what we have today with Matt Seneca with State of the Arts.
Hello and welcome to another edition of State of the Arts. I'm Matt Seneca, and with me is Bill Gombert. He's here to talk to us a little bit and play a song for us. Bill, thanks a lot for coming. How's your week been so far?
It's been all right. Glad to be back. Fall break's over. I'm back at school, so.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. So how long have you been playing?
On and off since about 2000, so like 8 years.
Nice, nice. I just picked up acoustic myself, actually, but
cool.
Not even close to good yet. Yep. So, do you write your own material?
Yeah, I do. I've written about 5 songs so far, and I'll be playing one of those tonight. So.
Excellent. Do you have any inspirations really that kind of started you off, or?
Not that I know of. I love music, and acoustic guitar was just one of those things I thought was pretty cool, so I picked it up.
Definitely. Awesome. So, what are you going to play for us today?
It's called "We Were Meant to Be," and I wrote this song this summer. So.
All right, go for it.
It's funny, after all these years, I can still recall every detail of our first date. You wore blue t-shirt, a white sweatshirt, and blue jeans. It wasn't nothing fancy, and I saw your face. Your hair was down, you smiled at me, you took my breath away. And I just wanna say we were meant to be, baby. We were meant to be. Hey, hey, yeah. School, missing you was all I'd ever do. Yeah, I'd close my eyes, and I'd remember t-shirt, a white sweatshirt, and blue jeans. It wasn't nothing fancy, and I saw your face. Your hair was down, you smiled at me, and took my breath away. And I just don't wanna say we were meant to be, baby. We were meant to be, yeah. Down the road, we're still together. Well, I don't know, but I know. Always remember, you wore a blue t-shirt, a white sweatshirt, and blue jeans. It wasn't nothing fancy, and I saw your face. Your hair was down, you smiled at me, and took my breath away. And I just don't wanna say we were meant to be, baby. We were meant to be. We were meant to be. You wore a blue t-shirt, nothing fancy, and I saw your face. You smiled at me and took my breath away. And I just don't wanna say you take my breath away.
Awesome. Very nice job. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. All right, well, that's all the time we have for today on State of the Arts. And thank you for tuning in. I'm Matt Seneca, and you just got rocked here on State of the Arts.
Thanks, Matt, for rocking us out. You know, like, serenading women can be a risky business, risk-taking. So I know I can't sing that well, and I probably can't serenade.
Matt's haircut is so cute. Sorry, hot. Oh, I use the word cute too much, apparently. That must be a risk taking. No, honestly, though, if some guy serenaded me, not only would it be a risk, but the risk would pay through because I'd be like, oh my goodness, I love you. I really would. I love that. I love when guys can play the guitar and sing. I think it's so cute. I really do.
I can't even stretch my fingers to play Guitar Hero, so.
Really?
Yeah, I can't reach all the buttons.
Really? Let me see your
I don't know.
hands. You don't have that tiny hands.
Oh, they're just, I don't know, maybe they're just like not flexible fingers to play Guitar Hero. My serenading
you
would
make a good Daredevil.
Would be just like Journey, living on a prayer. Living on a prayer. I couldn't even get past beginner level in Guitar Hero.
That was quite intense.
Or actually, it was tutorial.
That was a little intense. The whole living on a prayer thing. I mean, that was kind of rough. That was kind of rough. I'm glad you're not like some sort of like a pop star. No offense. I love you, Jen, but that was a little rough.
It's my life dream, actually.
I'm not gonna lie. You know, I heard one time though that, speaking previous of Daredevil, not to get off our little subject of Guitar Hero, but I heard one time that Evel Knievel has broken like 450 bones. I just like rounded that, but that's not a Christina exaggeration. That's like honestly. So I like complain about the fact that I've broken 3 bones in my foot, and he's broken like, you know, around 500 bones. That's absolutely ridiculous. Can you imagine that?
No, because I think, aren't there only 200 some bones in the body? I mean, maybe he just broke everything twice. He's like Superman.
I'm sorry, I'm not a doctor. I really don't know that.
Well, he was like, at least he was being filmed when he was doing all these stunts. Like, you could just say that you broke your bones from saving people instead of just riding a bike on a racetrack or playing Guitar Hero.
You are absolutely
That's what it's
ridiculous.
like, too. It's not even a guitar. It's like,
and yet still, you go back to Guitar Hero, no matter what. Never fail, you go back to Guitar Hero. Oh man, I think that's it for us tonight. Thank you for watching Midstate Magazine. I'm Christina Colosimo.
And I'm Jen French. Join us next week. We'll be celebrating Halloween.
Oh! Yay!